What's happening, my friends? So today is July 8th, 2020. Let's do some trade reviews. I'm going to show you some clips from the video, show you my win rate, P&L, and all of that. So we had 23 trades in total, and as you can see, the win rate is improving here with 65%. Realized P&L was $66 on the day after commissions. Generally, rule of thumb for myself, I've noticed a great improvement in my behavior of trading in the sense that I'm taking profits quicker, trailing stops quicker, and getting out break even more often than not when I can see that the tape is not confirming my trade. And that honestly has been the make it or break it for me right now. So let's look at the session here. And the morning session was quite choppy. The Nasdaq was bullish in the morning, and then I found myself trading through the tightening ranges a lot. So you can see we had the bull in the morning, and then you can see me, I'm looking for a short, and then I'm kind of wrong, and then I don't take the break even, and then I think I pay for it. Yeah, so the first trade was a loss there, and let's keep going. So I shorted there, and you're gonna see me get not stopped out by a tick, comes down, gives me profit, and then comes back up, and I take it for a break even. So these couple first trades here, I didn't like them so much actually, but we're gonna see how the trading session developed, and you're gonna see me take a few trades here where I do some good behavior. So that one was a break even, I took a short, I took a break even. So I shorted there, and then that one ended up being profitable. So the market's moving into profit, it's testing these 605s, and at this point I wanna be trailing that stop, and you can see me there moving the stop a little bit closer, and that's generally the right idea, okay? And I'm gonna show you that if I go a little bit later in the video here, you're gonna see examples of me doing this more, and I find that this has been this is just great. Actually, this is just a great way to trade, and you're going to see me do this a few times here. Now look at this, I'm trading through all this nonsense. This is just absolute nonsense. So the market's in an uptrend, but you can see we're not getting meaningful follow through. We top out, pull back, come for a lower high, pull back to a lower low, then try again for a lower low, straight into a bull. So this is an example of a choppy trading range, and it's important to pump the brakes when the market is in choppy trading ranges. Wait for breaks with no follow through, and then you can kind of fade, do the fade trade. And it also helps to zoom out and look at the 5-minute chart to see if the market's in a 5-minute tightening range or something like that, okay? So what we're gonna see here is me taking a couple trades, and then the market breaks bullish here above 640. I grabbed that short because, so we'll go over the price action on the tape. Look at how it traded all the way to 40. Now look at how the sellers are answering. So you can see there's a lot of size picking up right there on the bid. As we traded at 640, you saw these blocks come in at 639.75, and they're just hitting the bids as we break higher. So that's just a sign of profit take, a sign that there's not a lot of demand. It's a sign that there's supply coming in. So you can see, let's see how we trade after we hit that 640 mark. And you can see that there's a bit of downward pressure, but nothing notable yet. And then it starts to pick up. We trade a few points lower, and then it starts to accelerate, 634. So really, that was the trade right there. You could have jumped on that right as soon as it was kind of showing momentum under these 38.50s, and you could have faded it down to the low 30s. And then I grabbed the short there because I saw the momentum was continuing, and you can see how that sell momentum just doesn't really let up. Doesn't really give buyers a chance. Normally buyers are used to entering after a break like that. Buyers are used to entering on a pullback, but you can see there are some buyers, but they're getting absorbed a bit. See, they're picking up that size right there. We trade a bit higher, 35, and we trade lower. And then, so this is me now, I'm trailing the stop. And then look at what I did there. You're gonna see me do something very smart. So I moved the buy stop down to there. So right now I'm telling the market I wanna lock in that much profit. So if we trade back up here, I'm out of the trade, I take the profit, and that's it. So that's good behavior right there, and you're going to see me stop out, and that's it. So I took another short there, and I think I stopped out break even. And let's see if we can find more examples of me doing this type of thing where I do exactly that right there. You see that? I shorted it right there on that lower high. We're trading lower. I'm trailing down the stop immediately. Okay, I'm locking in the profit. Market gives you profit. If you want to be smart, take some of the profit or lock some of it in. Okay, if you're not happy with the amount you got, well, then you got problems, all right? Because that's what the market's giving you. You can't argue with that. I'm trading too much in these tightening ranges. The market's clearly in a tightening range, lower high, higher low, lower high, and we're just chopping. Better to wait for a break than to trade in this nonsense right here. So right there, none of these trades should have taken place. And again, that is my note to myself, to just pump the brakes, just go take a coffee. If you see the market's in a tightening range, go outside for a walk. Come back in 5-10 minutes, see if the range breaks, watch the price action, but do not take these little scalps while the market is tightening up unless you see something very clear, okay? So then we see that the market managed to break bearish, and then I get out with a break even. I shorted it there, got out with a break even, and then what happens is we break bearish. And now look at this. This is a great example of me trailing my stop. Watch this, okay? So I'm short at 623. Right away I put in the break even stop. Market's selling off big time. So at this point, right there, look at that. Move the stop all the way down there. I want to lock in my profit, and I locked it in. Boom. You see? I'm not going to be sitting there waiting with the break-even stop after the market just gave me like 15 points of profit in like 30 seconds here. So you saw that way I moved the stop down, locked it in, and that was it, okay? And then we just keep watching the tape and watching these sellers. If the sellers are still going to be sticking around, you're going to see me take another short here, I think. So let's see. And you're going to see me getting ready to short it at 611.25. And I short it again, because I know that there's downside pressure here. And let's see what happens if I take a break even or not. We're trying for the 610s. There we go, 609. We're trying for it. And again, that's me. As soon as I have profit, I'm moving the stop down. There we go. Move the stop down. Move the stop down. 606.75. Let's go. Move the stop down. Savagery right there. There you go. Boom. Lock in the profit again. Moving the stop down with the price. That's proper trading right there, guys. You know how long it took me to learn that? On my own, by the way. A long time. So I just gave it to you for free in this video. So leave a thumbs up if you enjoy the content I'm providing for you guys. So after that, the market kind of gets a bit of relief, and you see me again trying to take a little short, get out for a break even. Market moves higher. I shorted again on that failure, get out for a break even. So right there, that's good behavior. You saw those two break evens right there? Market gives me profit, comes right back to my break even. I'm out of the trade. Again, bull break, no follow through. I take a short. Market gives me a bit of profit, comes back to my break even. I wasn't really convinced with those sellers, and we can watch this last one on the tape here. Okay, watch me get short right here. So we have this bull break after the bear break. So watch me get short on this. I want to fade this move under these 615s. Watch the tape down here, pushing 617, 615. Sellers are acting a little bit aggressive. We picked up a bit of size on these offers here. I want to see if we can push under 614. A lot of size picked up here. A very popular area. We're trying for 615, 614, and we try it, trade higher, and I'm not convinced at this point. I'm watching the sellers. Do they have the power to push this lower? There's a bit of it, not so aggressive. Can they push it lower? There we go, 13, and we're trying, we're waiting to see if this thing could follow through at this point. And if I see any signs of buyer sweeper activity on the tape, momentum up, I'm going to be out of that trade. You see, there we go. We got some sell momentum coming in. Let's see if it lasts. And then we got buyers pushing it right back up to 614. Again, remember, this is the key demand zone right here. A lot of sellers got absorbed, and then I'm out right there, break even. As soon as I saw these buyers just come back and push this thing above to 615, I just decided to cut it, because you see, we broke bearish into the middle part of the range, and then we're trading back higher. I'm not going to be waiting around short in a market that's undecided where it wants to go, you see? So then what happens is it trades higher. So good on me for getting out. This was a nice little short. Check this one out. So we broke higher, testing this 630 area. Now just to note, these 2250s, that's our volume point of control on the larger term charts. And this 30 area also is a form of resistance. So we're just watching here on this bull break. And again, we're seeing higher highs with not a lot of follow through. So watching the tape to see if there's going to be some buyers getting absorbed up here. And we tried for the 630 mark. And there's a bit of seller activity there. Just kind of sweep those bids. And I saw that and I was like, I'm kind of interested in this. And I sold it right there. Let's see if this selling continues. You can see we're picking up some contracts on the bids, trading lower, trading lower, trading lower, getting ready to lock in a buy stop there. See if we can continue trading lower. And I think that I was messing with my orders there or something. Anyways, keep watching the tape, keep watching the tape, trading lower, market's giving me profit. I've got a buy limit set in there because this is about the amount of profit I was looking for on that trade. There we go, more sellers, and I'm out with that limit buy. And then we actually continue to trade lower a little bit. But again, I was looking at this because when you see a pattern like this, it's kind of like mean reverting, right? You can see a higher high, revert back to the mean, a higher high, revert to the mean, a higher high, revert to the mean. So that's why the profit I was looking for was about right here to the moving average. I wasn't going to be sitting around waiting to see if we were going to smash right through this. I wanted to just lock in a quick scalp, and that was it. And the majority of time, that's the trade I'm taking. And again, it all depends on the momentum. So here you can see I could have stayed a little longer, and the momentum is kind of picking up. But again, here's when it starts to stall, and then the bears come in, push it right down to 605, grab these stops, and then sooner or later we're trading in this tightening range and then back up. So as all of this is happening, the market is actually forming a larger term tightening range. Now, I can't really show you that right now because my charts are not on, but basically this was the lower high of the 5-minute tightening range. This was the low of the 5-minute tightening range, and this was the higher low that we were looking for. So at this point, we were waiting to see if this was our 5-minute higher low going to form. And as the price action developed, we saw that the sellers weren't really interested, and then we continued up to test these highs. So I actually took a long trade here. And again, it's funny. I find it funny every time I take a long trade because I take so many short trades and so few long. But this one I took it long once I realized that this was likely going to be our 5-minute higher low. And we had some room to move higher here to squeeze out some shorts. So I got long there, bit of buy momentum, and I'm putting in that limit sell, getting ready to take profits. And then I think I canceled the limit sell and I just realized I had to put in the sell stop. And you're going to see me do the same thing here where the market's moving higher and I'm trailing up that sell stop. So watch this right here. I'm in profit. I'm trailing up the sell stop. Here we go. Trailing it up, trailing it up, trailing it up. Look at that momentum. And then trailing it up, and then I'm out. So great way to take profits when there's momentum in your favor in the markets, guys. Another little scalp right here. And then right here, again, the market's tightening up. I don't like what it's doing at this point, so I think I pumped the brakes at this point, and that was the end of the session right there. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for today. I hope you learned something from watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.